Hey boo, thanks so much for coming back to Be Read Style. On today's episode, I am going to be sharing with you 5 things that I stopped doing to lose weight in 2023. This is going to blow your mind. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Number 1, the first thing that I stopped doing on this weight loss journey that I have never done in the past was I stopped eating peasant food. What is peasant food? Fast food. I stopped eating fast food. The last time I ate fast food was on April 15th. I actually went back and looked at it because I was curious. The last time I ate fast food was Taco Bell, and it was around April 15th that weekend. And I ate fast food for the very last time during that time. And I cannot tell you the revelation that came to me whenever I stopped eating fast food. Fast food is a total addiction. There are chemicals in the fast food that make you addicted, that make you keep coming back for more, that have way too much flavor components in it that makes your brain literally just explode with flavor. And that is not the way our bodies were supposed to consume food. And it was like, I realized that. It took me a while to realize that, but I am done with fast food. I was so scared to say that for so long because I was like, what if I go back? What if I go back? And that in and of itself let me know this really is an addiction and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Actually, when thinking and looking at fast food is not actually food. It's not actually food. And we have been conditioned to believe that it is when it's really not. And I every single weekend when I was doing my weight loss journey before, I would go back and I would say, I'm gonna eat fast food on Saturday. I'm gonna have my cheat day. I'm gonna eat my fast food. And I did not realize the impact that that was having on my progress. And I didn't realize that when things got hard later on, I was going to take eating fast food on Saturday to eating fast food on Saturday and Sunday to eating fast food on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and so on. And so I completely eliminated fast food. Bada boom, bada bang. It's gone, it's done. I don't want it. And our bodies were made to fast. So even though I don't practice intermittent fasting, back in the olden days, before, you know, there was McDonald's and all this stuff, people had to go out and hunt for food. And sometimes it would take all day to probably find a hunt. Do you know what I'm saying? And so we think in our mind, like, I'm so hungry, I gotta eat right this minute, when in reality, it can wait. There were people that waited days for food in the olden days. We don't have to eat immediately. So what I've been doing is when I'm out and about and I'm hungry, I'm really, really hungry, I just take some deep breaths. I'm just literally, it's like, I take some deep breaths, I touch my heart, and I ground myself. And that has been helping me so much. And when I get home, guess what? I will have a banana, I'll have an apple, I'll have a pear, I'll have a peach, whatever it is that I need to get my hands on for me to make my lunch in peace without feeling like I'm going to starve to death. So the first thing that I did was I cut out fast food. Number 2, I cut out alcohol. Again, this is something that I have never done in the past. And I feel like to get the results that you are looking for, sometimes you have to do something that you have never done in order to get results that you have not been able to get in the past. And so I completely cut out wine and alcohol. I shared with you guys in a previous video how the last time I got drunk, I was teaching. It was back in February of 2023, and I got drunk one night and I was laid out on the floor like this, passed out on the floor. My husband was asking me if I was okay. I went and threw up, and I was like, you are too old for this. Girl, you are too old for this. You got kids. Who got time to be drunk and passed out on the floor? Like, that is when I realized alcohol was too much for me. But then on this weight loss journey, I realized that I don't need it. Like, I really don't need those extra calories. I don't need the freedom that comes in your mind with saying, oh, I'm drunk, I'm a little bit tipsy now, so I'm gonna just undo all of my hard work from this week. I had to let alcohol completely go. And I can confidently say that I do not want to pick it back up again. Like, I'm not going to pick it back up again. I'm done. Alcohol has been the single most thing that I have always felt like, oh, that's my fun. That's what I'm gonna do for fun. And I can't can't wait for cheat day. I can have my wine, I can have my margarita. And really, in all realness and in all truth, there were so many times that I look back on over my life where alcohol never yielded a positive result in my life. Whether I got too drunk and threw up, or, you know, feeling like I, you know, was just sloppy, or feeling that remorse the next day, or not even remembering how many calories I ate the previous day because I had so much alcohol. And I just realized, like, I have to be done with alcohol. So that's the second thing that I did. I cut out alcohol. The third thing I did was I got rid of the lie that I am not a morning person. I had to banish that lie. I had to tell myself, well, you never know unless you try. And I started waking up early and going for my morning walks every single day consistently. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if the rain is hard. I don't care if it's windy. I don't care if it's hailing. I don't care what's going on outside. I'm going for my morning walk, and it's going to be outside. It's going to be on some hilly terrain. It's going to be pushing myself through the elements, because I realized that hardship is what is yielding such good results this go round. The fourth thing that I got rid of is the idea that I wanted this to be easy. I have completely banished that idea. I don't want it to be easy. I want to challenge myself. I want it to be difficult. I want it to be a struggle. I don't want it to be easy, because anything that comes easy is not worth having. Having a challenge, pushing myself through the elements, is really what is catapulting me into the success that I am having up until this point, and what I will continue to have. It is helping me build character and be my best self. So I had to get rid of the idea that I want this weight loss journey to be easy. I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be a challenge. I want to push myself, because through the pain, through the issues, through the struggle is growth. And that's with anything in life. And so that is something that I have determined this time. I don't want it to be easy. I don't want it to be quick. I want to put in the work and yield the results. That's what I want. The last thing might come as a little bit of a surprise to you, but I was reading the Bible, and I was reading in Leviticus, and I saw where it was talking about how we should not eat pork. And before you click on this video, I have never been a person that believed like we can't. I know about the law of Moses and how we are free from the law of Moses through Jesus Christ, and we no longer have to adhere to the ideas of you know, some of the Old Testament laws. I understand that. However, when I was reading in Leviticus, it was like God revealed to me the truth about pork. And I always felt like in my heart when I would eat pork, I felt like I was having a hard time digesting the food. Like I had a hard time using the bathroom. And I'm like, what is going on? Now, I'm not a huge pork eater, but pork chops, I would say, is the #1 thing that I was eating. And I was reading Leviticus one night, and it was talking about how you will not eat pork. It's unclean. You will not touch it. You will not let it touch any of your garments. Okay, so I found the scripture. It's Leviticus 11, verse 7. And it says, and the swine, pig, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. So it's talking about how God did not want his people to eat pork. And it was like, it just dawned on me. And I'm like, regardless of if what Jesus did on the cross for us has eliminated the law of sin. So meaning it's not a sin to eat pork. It's not against what Jesus is saying. Like, it's not a sin to eat pork. But what it is unclean. If God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and his thought processes are unchanged, and his word is truth, then he is telling us that it's unclean. So much so that we should not even allow it to touch anything in our house. So it's like, if it's to that extent that God was so passionate during the law of Moses that he said, you shall not eat this, it is unclean to you. I decided after reading that, I was like, I'm not going to eat pork anymore. I'm literally not gonna eat pork anymore. And then when I started doing the scientific research and seeing, I was listening to this doctor, I forget his name at the moment, but he was talking about how there are so many parasites and so many, I guess parasites in pork that you cannot cook it to a degree to clean it. You cannot cook it to a degree to cleanse it of all of the parasites. It's that filthy. And yeah, I'm eating it. I'm giving it to my kids. It was like, I have to be done with this. And I am. So that's the 5th thing I did. I cut out pork. So no bacon, no pork chops, nothing with pork in it. I don't want it. And it's just something that God revealed to me. I'm not saying that anybody is wrong for eating pork. Of course, I've eaten it my whole life. But when you know better, you should do better. And it was like when God revealed that to me, I was like, okay, so I'm done with pork. And then he's also very specific about the things that you should eat, you know, and so go to Leviticus 11 and read for yourself to show thyself approved, girl, and you will see for yourself what God has said is clean and unclean. And if he said it back then, it's still true today. It's still true today. And so, yeah, anyway, those are the 5 things that I am no longer doing to lose and maintain my weight loss long term. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.